Today we hit the road towards Camp Verde, Arizona, hoping to find a lesser-known location called TP Rocks. Finally arriving at the location, we explore the area and discuss photography tips and tricks as this adventure unfolds. Today we're headed to a relatively unknown location, at least to myself in recent weeks. I learned about a location near Camp Verde called the TP Rocks. Now, as I found this article and I was kind of researching where they were so that I could check them out, not a ton of information was available and very few pictures could be found online. So I have a general idea of where they're found, and hopefully once I find them, I'll definitely make sure that you guys have access to a GPS coordinate so you can check these check these things out for yourself. So we got a 30 or 45 minute drive to Camp Verde, which is where they're located. And for me, I'm hitting the audiobooks right now and hoping to get a bunch of audiobooks read this year or listened to this year. The book I'm listening to is Fingerprints of the Gods by Graham Hancock. And it's a real interesting take on kind of ancient history and ancient civilizations and how maybe the history was wrong and how we could maybe have some alternative answers to some of the questions of, how things were built, such as the pyramids, etc. So why I think it's kind of timely for me is nature creates some amazing things that can't often be explained very easily. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So today we're exploring something that is incredible. I really hope that we can find them, but with a little bit of hard work, I think we'll come across them, and it's going to be a fantastic adventure today. So let's hit the road. After leaving Camp Verde, it was a short drive down the Fossil Creek Road, less than a mile, I would say, but just behind me here, I've already spotted this location. I thought it was going to be a lot harder to find because there were no real maps of the area and there's no trailhead or designated trail system here, so fantastic. Now it's a matter of getting down here. Just behind me, you'll see it's actually quite steep. I don't think I can climb down from this location here. I'm gonna have to probably circle around and make it down there. But first thing, I wanna get the drone up in the air and do a flight of the area just to kind of get a better idea of what's gonna be seen when I get down there. So let's get the drone up in the air and see how cool this place is from the aerial perspective. And then we'll get down there at ground level, take some photos. It is a lot chillier than I thought it would be here in Camp Verde today. Probably about 40, maybe 45 degrees. So kind of bundling up now. Got the jacket zipped up and I'm still on top of this little plateau waiting to go down because I want to get some shots from up here on top of this viewpoint, if you will, looking down at those amazing teepee style or shaped rocks. It's incredible the grooves and the holes that are in all these rocks. It provides a lot of interest. And so for this first composition I have lined up, it is a vertical composition, and I have these really gnarly rocks off to the left and these big hillside on the lower right, and they kind of create these nice leading lines into those teepees themselves that are being just barely lit up by the sun. And ultimately, this image will be a 8x10 composition because I don't want too much of the sky. I really want to focus on the emphasis of this unique area and this unique landscape. So f11 using aperture priority mode and ISO 100. The shutter speed will be selected for me. So here's that first image, and I think it's a real keeper for the first image of the day. Walking down in here, it's actually pretty easy. Both the northern side and the southern side seem to have nice little gradual walks down into this little area with the TP rocks. It's looking incredible. Let's keep on getting down here. There's starting to be a lot of pockets within the rocks, which is very intriguing to me, almost like a little cave. So let's check them out and see how deep some of them go. This place is incredible. It's like a photographer's playground. I'm having a blast just exploring this place today. It is fantastic weather, beautiful clouds, and the sun poking in and out of the scenes. It's just incredible. These rock formations, these TP rocks, are so photogenic because they're so unusual. They're so geometric that it just fantastic photos today. I'm having, like I say, I'm having a blast. I hope you're enjoying coming along on this adventure with me because this place is worth checking out. Next up on the compositions today is some of these small caves actually go all the way through, almost like a tunnel. So what I want to do is get up inside there, frame up the shot so that it almost has this cave-like effect with the distant TP rocks nicely illuminated. I think it'll make for a very interesting composition that kind of makes you think like, where was that taken from? So that's kind of the idea. Now it's just a scramble up this little rock ledge to compose the image. So let's get after it. Incredible. I had the 14 to 24 at 14 millimeters as wide as I have as far as lenses, and the shutter speed was about 1/250th. So while I was in there, I also did a couple of brackets just so I could illuminate that cave a little bit in post-production if I think it'll look better for that final product. But wow, cool perspective and I think a cool photo. Check this out. Just taking a little break here in the shade. The sun is behind a cloud and it's so beautiful here. It's kind of a weird thing to describe. Like, this stuff is quite hard, but it's also quite crumbly too. So it's like you can climb on these things, but every step you take you could be eroding. So definitely be respectful, as respectful as you can, because this place is really something special. What I'll do is, now that I've found this place, I may have mentioned that I would do this, but I will definitely put the GPS coordinates of how to find the parking area and essentially this location in the description below because it's worth checking out. Like I've never seen anything quite like this in Arizona, and I've been to a lot of places if you follow this channel for a while. So pretty cool to see something this unique and this different, especially at a relatively accessible location. That's huge. So if you're into photography, doing some scrambling, this is the place to be. So we're gonna keep looking around. I'm gonna grab some water, and we're gonna keep looking around on the more western side and find some more compositions to work with. Wow, incredible. This is one of the few rock formations I've seen today that has this very beautiful, I don't know, sort of symmetry to it. I love these pockets in the rock and how they kind of have this spiral effect. That is fantastic. Man, we're gonna have to look around this area and see if we can't find a really, really killer composition to showcase this amazing TP rock. Cool. Perfect. So I've done some scouting, nothing really spectacular in terms of a solid foreground element here, except for this awesome dead cedar tree that's here kind of in this wash. And it's pretty fantastic. I'm up a little bit elevated. I actually tried a higher spot a second ago, it didn't quite work. So I want to get closer to this tree with these big branches kind of fanning out, kind of poking into or pointing towards those holes in the triangular teepee rock back there. I think it makes for a fantastic image. So let's take a look. One of the challenges I'm having with this is I don't want any of the branches of this tree to block the holes in the rock. So I'm gonna kind of move over to the right here a little bit more and see if we can't find a nice little composition. Oh, that looks incredible. Our final composition here today. I'm kind of in a precarious situation on this ledge because down below me here are these beautiful striations in the rock that really do kind of lead you into those distant teepees down in the valley there. And very simple composition. It will be a vertical composition, an 8x10. I have it at f13 just to get that depth of field in the foreground of the image, and then that front to back sharpness. So simple composition in terms of the foreground, midground, and then the background, just a little bit of that distant blue mountain off in the background. And ultimately this image won't have a ton of sky in it to begin with. So fantastic photo. I'm looking forward to seeing this on the big screen at home. Check this final image out now. What an incredible photography adventure here on the channel. It was amazing to come down here to Camp Verde and check out this incredible, incredible location. If you enjoyed these tips and tricks for photography and enjoy kind of exploring a new area, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you're notified of future adventures here on this channel. And if you want to check out another adventure with amazing photographs and fantastic tips and tricks to go with a beautiful, beautiful scenery, check this video out right here. Otherwise, I'll see you in that next adventure.